Hello everyone, this is Shruti Saxena Das, and in today's lecture we are going to cover binary tree concept and what are the representation methods used for representing binary tree and what are the different types of binary trees in data structures. So first of all, we'll start with the binary tree. So binary tree is a tree. Tree means tree is a data structure which follows a hierarchical relationship, which shows hierarchical relationship between nodes. So here binary tree is a tree which has maximum of 2 children. So maximum of 2 children means that it can have either 0, 1 or 2 children. So this is also a binary tree in which a tree is consisting of a single node. It is not having any child. So here number of child or number of children is 0. Then suppose you are having a tree in which you are having one left child and one right child. In that case, it is having 2 children. So this is also a case of binary tree. And if there is a node which is having only one child, either like this or you are having B as a right child, so both of these 4 different trees, so here you are having number of children as 1, number of children as 1. So all these 4 cases comes under binary tree. So binary tree is a tree in which any node can have degree either 0 or 1 or 2. So degree means how many number of children are there for a particular node. So degree will be only 0, 1 or 2 for any node in case of binary tree. Then what are the representation methods which are used for representing this tree? So there are 2 methods. The first method is by using array. Now if suppose you are having a tree like this, A, you are having B, C, then you are having suppose D, E, 2 children for B, then for C suppose you are having 1 child, then for G you are having D, you are having 1 child, F, here for G suppose you are having 2 child. Okay, suppose you are having a tree like this. This is a binary tree because every node, if you can see, each of the node is having either 0, like in case of F is a leaf node, it is having 0 child. Then B is having 2 children. Then D is having 1 child. So this is the case in which every node is having either 0, 1 or 2 child or children. So in this case, this is a binary tree. Now how to represent this one using array? So using array you have to represent it like this. In the previous video we have discussed what level means. Root is always at level 0. Okay, so you have to start numbering all the nodes starting from left to right, level by level, from top to bottom. So we'll give numbers to them: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now 7th should be this one which is missing. The right child of C is missing, but we'll write the number. Then 8 is for F, 9 is missing, 10 and 11. See, every node can have at most 2 children. So we are giving numbers like this: 12, 13, like this. Okay, so we'll give like this. Now what is happening? How to store it in array? So what you have to do, we'll start with the root node. Root node is A, and you have to store it at 1. Okay, when you are representing binary tree using array, the 0th index can be used to save the number of nodes, total number of nodes. So at 0 you can store how many number of nodes are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So you can write at 0 you can write 9. Okay, now at 1 we are storing A, at 2 you have to store B, at 3 you have to store C, then 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. We have given numbers up to 13, so I'm writing till 13. So it will be 4 will be D, 5 will be E, 6 will be G, 7 will be null, 8 will be F, 9 will be null, 10 11 null, 12 H, and 13 will be I. So we'll write it like this. Now see why we are inserting null also. This is not memory efficient, but it is good for complete or full binary tree. So we'll discuss those types also. So here what is happening basically, we can easily find out that who is the parent of which node, okay, by using this representation method. Now how to find out? See, if we want to find who is the parent of a particular node, so to find out who is the parent of a particular node, we can use n by 2. Okay, suppose we want to find out who is the parent of F. Okay, parent of F means parent of 8. Okay, number of F is 8. So I can write F or 8. So parent of 8 will be 8 by 2. N value is 8, which we are taking. So n by 2 will be 8 by 2. That means 4. So what is the node number which is present at 4? D. So D is present at index number 4. So D will be the parent of 8. That means of F. So like that you can find out who is the parent of which node. Secondly, we can find out that who is the left child of a node. To find out left child of a node, you have to do 2 into n. So if suppose for B we want to find out that who is the left child of B. So left child of B means left child of, what is the value of n for B? It is 2. So if you'll put the value of n over here, 2 into 2, it will be 4. So who is present at 4? D. D is the left child of B. Now similarly, if you want to find out who is the left child of G, so for G number is 6. So this was for B. If you want to find out for G, so left child of, what is the value of n this time? For G, index number is 6. So 6. 2 into n, n value is 6. It is 12. So who is present at 12? H. So H is the left child. Similarly, if you want to find out for the right child, then right child you can find out by using 2 into n plus 1. So we'll take for B. For B, right child of B, that means of 2. N value is 2 for B. So 2 into 2, 4, 4 plus 1, 5. So right child of 2, that means for B, is present at 5. So 5 we are having value E. So E is the right child for B. Okay. Similarly for G, if you see, for G, right child, what is the index value of G? It is 6. So put the value here, n as 6. So 2 into 6, 12 plus 1, 13. Who is present at 13? I. I is the right child for G. So using these things, we can easily find out who is the parent of which node, who is the left child, who is the right child. If you see, for D, if we want to find out who is the right child, so for D, right child here, see, for D index value is 4. If you put the value 4 over here, 2 4s are 8 plus 1, 9. If you see at 9, null is there. So null means D is not having any right child. So because of these things, we are storing null in the array so that we can easily find out who is the parent of which node, who is the right child, who is the left child, using these things. So I hope this representation must be clear. The next representation is using linked list. Now using linked list, we can represent each node like this. Each node must be having 3 fields. The first field must be storing the left child. The third field must be storing the link to right child, and the middle one must be storing the data field. Okay, so if suppose this is the tree which we are using, in this case what will happen? See, A is the root node, so to represent it we have to create a node like this. So data is A. Okay, if you are using 1 2 3 4, then you have to take int. If you are taking ABCD, you have to take char as the data type for data field. Then here you have to store a link to left child. Who is the left child? B. So again B will be represented like this. For right child we are having C. Again B is having 2 nodes, D and E. D is having only one left child, F. F is not having, so it will store null. D is not having any right node, so it will store null. E is not having any child, so it will store null. C is not having any right child. The left child of C is G, and for G we are having 2 nodes, H and I. Both of them are not having any children. Okay, so it will be represented like this. Every node will be having 3 fields. First field will store link or pointer to the left child. The third field will store pointer to the right child, and the middle one will store the data. Now if any child is not present, if you can see that for D right child is not present, so you have to store null for the right child of D. So we have to use linked list like this. For every node, the structure of a node will be like this: char data. Again I am reminding, if you are using 1 2 3 4 in nodes, then you have to take int. Here I am using ABCD as the name, so I am using char data. Then you will be having struct node. I'll write it over here. Struct node left child. It's a pointer. There is no space between this pointer and left. Okay, it's a pointer name. Struct node right child. Okay, so this will be the structure. So we'll be having 3 fields: char data, struct node left, struct node right. So we'll be having structure like this. Okay, then these are the 2 representation methods which are used. You can use array or you can use linked list. Now we'll discuss what are the types of binary tree. So the first one will be the complete binary tree. We'll discuss what complete binary tree means. Complete binary tree. So complete binary tree means that any tree in which every level except the last level is completely filled. Like it's a tree in which every level or all levels are completely filled except the last one, except the last level. Last level means, see here in this example, A is at level 0, B and C level 1, D, E, G level 2, F, H, I are at level 3. So here this will become complete binary tree if only the last level, which is level 3, is incomplete and rest of the levels are complete. But here in this case, C, for C we are not having any child, and which is at level 1 before the last level, so this one is not a complete binary tree. For a complete binary tree, the examples will be like this. See, you are having a root node. This is complete because last level is this one, and except this, the above level is complete. Or you can have this. This is also a complete binary tree. Why? Because here, except the last level, till here everything is fine. Okay. Then this is also a complete binary tree. So you can give any example. This is also a complete binary tree, or you can give example like this. Suppose you are having tree like this. Now see, if you are having something like this, you can see this level is complete. Okay, root level is complete, it is having 2 child. Then first level, it is having 2 childs, it is also complete. Then last level, if you second level, if you see, we are having 2 child and it is having only 1 child. So in the last level you are not having all the leaves. So in case in the last level you are not having all the leaves, then it is fine, it is a complete binary tree. But before that, all the levels should have complete nodes. Okay, so complete binary tree will be something in which only the last level is not complete, above that everything is complete. Okay, then we have strict or complete. We'll discuss a strict and strict binary tree. So in case of strict or full binary tree, it's a tree in which every non-leaf node in binary tree has non-empty left and right subtree. That means you need to remember this thing, that here in a strict binary tree, basically degree of each node should be 0 or 2. It cannot be 1. It can be either 0 or it should be 2. So strict binary tree means that all the nodes will be having either 0 children or 2 children. It cannot have 1 child. So like here in this case, the example which we discussed earlier, in this example you can see that D is having only a 1 child. If this D is having 2 children, then in that case this must be a full binary tree, because rest of them are having either 0. One more, C is also having 1 child, so it cannot be a full binary tree. For a tree to be a full binary tree, it should have either 0 or 2 children. So we'll see the example for this one. If suppose this is the scenario, F, G, something like this. Now see, in this case, B is having 0 child, F, G, E, all are leaf nodes. so they are having 0 children, whereas all the internal nodes like A, C, D, they are having 2 child. So all the nodes are having either 0 or 2 children. So this is strict binary tree. One more thing you have to remember, that if any tree is having n leaves, then it must contain 2 minus 1 nodes. Okay, if number of leaves are n, then there will be 2n minus 1 nodes. You can see that in this example, number of leaf nodes are 1, 2, 3, 4. B, F, G, E. There are 4 nodes which are leaf nodes. Leaf nodes means nodes which are not having any children. So B, F, G, E. These are the leaf nodes. So here, as number of leaf nodes are 4, so put it here, put this value 4 over here. So 2, 4, 8, 8 minus 1, 7. There will be total of 7 nodes in this strict binary tree. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So this you need to remember, that here in case of strict binary tree, all the nodes will be having either degree 0 or 2. Degree means number of children. It can be either 0 or 2, not 1. Then we have discussed complete binary tree. Then we discussed about strict binary tree. There is one more, strict and full both are same, strict binary tree or full binary tree. There is one more category which is known as perfect binary tree. So perfect binary tree means, I'll discuss it over here. So perfect binary tree, if I discuss perfect binary tree, so here all the internal nodes have 2 children, and all the leaf nodes are at same level. So any tree will be known as perfect binary tree if all the internal nodes, like if we take example of this one, then you see internal nodes are A, C and D. So all the internal nodes will have 2 children, and all the leaves should be at same level. So if you can see here, internal nodes are having 2 children, but their leaves are not at the same level, because see, B is at level 1, E is at level 2, F, G are at level 3. So all the leaf nodes are at different levels. So a tree will be a binary tree only if leaf nodes are at same level. Like in this case, these are the leaf nodes and these are at same level. Or you can have example like this. Okay, this will be your perfect, like this you can increase number of levels, and in each level it will be completely filled. That means all the leaf nodes you have to show in the perfect binary tree. All leaves will be at same level. So these are the three major types of binary trees. You have complete binary tree, in which every level is complete except the last one. Strict binary tree, in which you can have either 0 or 2 children. Perfect binary tree, all the leaves will be at same level. Don't confuse with full and complete. In case of full, you can see that in case of full or strict binary tree, you'll have either 0 or 2 children. Okay, like this one, you can have 0 or 2 children. But in case of complete binary tree, only last level will be left. Like if you can see this tree, in this tree, this node is having only 1 child. Okay, it is not having 2 children. So in a strict binary tree, if we compare it with strict binary tree, this tree cannot be strict, because here this node is having degree as 1. Okay, but if you see this strict tree, Achha, it is fine. This one is having, in this tree, you can see that all the nodes are having either 2 or 0 children. Okay, so you need to know the difference between these two. Okay, I hope you must have understood the categories of binary tree and the representation methods used for binary tree. So in case of any confusion, you can post it in the comment section. Thank you so much.